What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey, everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to Diablo Swing Orchestra. Yes, indeed, Diablo Swing Orchestra fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-bobbity bop, do me a favor. Before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Brett Parks, and this is actually Brett's prioritized request for the month of November for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, Brett. Hope you enjoy the show. Brett wanted to see me react to this is Diablo Swing Orchestra with a tune entitled A Tap Dancer's Dilemma. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second. Yeah, this sounds familiar. I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by Diablo Swing Orchestra, all right? And the video has 169,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. A Tap Dancer's Dilemma. That's all I got. We do have some artwork here. It does say Diablo Swing Orchestra here, so I hope we're in the right spot. Look, this is the link I was given, so if we're not in the right spot, don't blame me. Blame Brett. He's the one who gave me this link. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
really quick. That guitar solo. I love the fact that they cut the distortion and they just went to a clean tube tone. That was a great call. I mean, look, it would have worked with distortion. Yeah, it would have worked, but I don't think it would have been nearly as effective. If I'm being honest, the distortion in this is a little thick. I can't believe I'm going to say this. It's a little too thick for this. It's at times it gets muddy and it loses some of its appeal. If I'm being honest, I like the drumming. Drumming sounds good. The bass playing coming through very nicely. I like what the guitar is playing. I like the patterns and the chordal progressions that the guitar player is coming up with. It's just at times it's a little hard to make out the notes because it's just so thick. Vocally, I like the two contrasting styles. You got the male vocal kind of going through that. I don't want to say an AM radio filter or a telephone filter, more like a megaphone filter. It sounds like it was going through, or he may just be holding a megaphone up to the mic. It's very possible he's doing that as well. And then you got the female vocals, kind of going in the veins of like the Andrews sisters, where they got the harmonizations every single time. Definitely adding some more body and more depth to the song, which is nice. The up tempo feels good. I like it. No, I the only complaint I have is the guitar tone. That's it. Everything else, digging it. Digging the horns, digging the vocals, digging the feel. Love that swing feel. Yeah, that's it. That's really all there is to it. Let's get back into this. Let's finish it out, and we'll get to the review. Good ending. Good ending. Just solid, quick, bam. Just on the downbeat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Cool. Yep. I said everything I was gonna say during the review. I said it all when I did the pause. So there's really not a whole lot to talk about now. Let me get my thoughts together. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. And I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Diablo Swing Orchestra with a Tap Dancer's Dilemma. This was a request from Brett Parks, and this was actually Brett's prioritized request for the month of November for being a Silver Tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, Brett. Hope you enjoyed the show, man. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot to discuss. There's a couple of things that I did not mention in the break, and we're going to talk about those, but for the most part, I'm going to hit some bullet points, bing, bop, boop, and we're going to be out of here relatively quickly. So let's start with the score, and we'll go from there. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.2. Yep, 8.2. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, an 8.2. What does that mean? Well, an 8.2 would translate to a great skill rating because overall, I think this was a great song. It would also get 4 to 5 stars and an A- letter grade. Yeah, an A-. So there you go, an 8.2, great skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. Okay, like I said during the break, I liked everything that was happening from a songwriting standpoint. The notation, the chordal progression all made sense. It felt good. It sounded good. It had a nice drive to it. That nice swing feel going for it, which, I was kind of expecting from a band entitled Diablo Swing Orchestra. You can kind of bank on there being a good swing feel probably. Instrumentally, everybody sounded just fine. I like what everybody played, and I like how everybody played it. In particular, the horns. They were my favorite part of the entire song. No disrespect to the guitars and the bass and the drums. No disrespect meant to them whatsoever. But when they were, cruising along, and here come the horns over the top, the trumpet, trombone, all over the top, sounded really good. I thoroughly enjoyed when the horns took the lead. Let's see. Drumming was solid across the board. The vocals. I like the vocals. I do like the vocals. I like both halves of the vocal picture here. The ladies doing the harmonic singing, a la the Andrews Sisters. I like that. I also like the male vocal, even with the vocal effects. I know I'm not always the biggest fan of vocal effects, but I do feel like in this situation, the vocal effects did add overall to the song. He wasn't using the effects the entire time. There were points he would use it, and there were also points where he came in with just clean, no effects needed vocals, and that was a nice contrast. I only have really 2 gripes about the song. One of them I already talked about, and the other one I didn't. I wanted to wait until the song was over before I stuck my foot in my mouth. So the first thing I had already mentioned during the break, the usage of the distortion tone. I have no problem with the fact that the guitars were using distortion. It makes sense for a band called Diablo Swing Orchestra. You're gonna want those little metal elements, obviously. But I do feel like the distortion tone was a little thick. It was a little too thick, a little too crunchy. At times, it got a little muddy. It got a little hard to understand and to hear any defined attacks or defined notes. So maybe cut back on the thickness and the crunchiness of the distortion. Might not be a bad idea. The second thing that I found a little odd, and maybe I'm just reading too much into this, I don't know, but the name of the song is A Tap Dancer's Dilemma. I think it would have been really neat if we had a tap dancer. I think it would have been really nice if we had some tap done. Lay down some hardwood, put a microphone right there in it, and, find a tap dancer to just absolutely go to town, and just lay out some great rhythmic subdivision work with this tap dancing. I think that would have really added to the overall song because, it's in the title. A tap dancer's dilemma, I think it would have made a lot of sense. I kept waiting for it. to happen. I was like, okay, they're gonna bring the tap part in any second now. I don't know where, but they're gonna bring it in, right? I mean, the song title is A Tap Dancer's Dilemma, and we didn't have any tap. Kind of weird. I mean, I think the song could have definitely benefited from it, absolutely, but we didn't get it, unfortunately. Would the score have changed if those two things had happened? If we had made the distortion just a little less, crunchy and a little less thick, and if we had added a tap dance, a tapper in there, would it have changed the score? Yeah, I think the score would have changed. Would it have changed a lot? I don't think it would have changed a lot. I mean, I don't think we would have gone up into the A's. I think we would still be in the A minuses, but we might not find ourselves at an 8.4 or an 8.5. It's very possible. So, I don't know. But in any case, 8.2. That's where we're at, and that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have an 8.2, which is a great skill rating, 4 and 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoke. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, that did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.